Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy, the first one, the OG. The furthest away you can be from the Final Fantasy. So last time, as you can see, we went to Alfheim and I gained a bunch of levels. I bought a lot of equipment that I wanted to buy. And importantly, we got some spells. We got Fyra, Fandara, Cura, Plazara, Haste. Anything I care about. Unfortunately, something I neglected to... well, something that I missed last episode, really, is that the heal spell, the multi-target healing spell, the first one, is not available to the Red Mage. Which is a shame, so we won't have access to multi-target healing at all in this playthrough. Except for, like, tents and such, I guess. So, that could be a problem, but we're probably gonna be fine. Alright, so the Elf Prince was put under a curse from Astos. We gotta find a cure. So let's just look around, let's explore this new continent, I guess. Let me just check real quick if all the boosters are off. They are. Because I used those for grinding, just to make that go a little faster. Oh dear, excuse me. It's some ogres! Yeah, we're pretty well equipped for the enemies in this area. We got our first real dungeon coming up, which is a little infamous. It's relative to where you have to do it. It's probably one of the harder dungeons in the game. But we can do it. Let's check up here first, though. Got some scorpions. Pretty sure these can poison. Yep, they sure can. I hope I packed enough antidotes, honestly. There's so many things that can poison you in this game. Come on, kill it. Kill him. At least it's just Joestar getting attacked mostly. Yeah, I bought plenty of items from all the farming I did. I do hope that our levels are high enough for this dungeon. I think they are. I think we should be fine. I think in my Abandoned Solo challenge I was around level 20 or something. That's with one character, so level 16 should do nicely. And there's this mysterious castle here. Let's check it out. The Western Keep. You can even talk to the bats. The music here is so ominous. Get a full map of the place. So eerie, it's like castle ruins more than anything. But yeah, look how basic like the architecture and everything is in this game compared to Final Fantasy IV. Everything is like flat. I mean, this is where they were first figuring stuff out. Ui! Okay, can we go in here? We can. Oh, there's still a king here. I was tricked by Astos, king of the Dark Elves, and now my castle has fallen into ruin. If I could only retrieve the crown from the Marsh Cave, I would be able to restore my castle. Might you bring me the crown? Alright. I guess we just randomly accept this quest. Marsh Cave is like the only thing we have to go on, really. Again, plots in these older games were really simple. This is kind of, I mean, I love Final Fantasy IV, but that game had a lot of dialogue, and it compelled me to do a lot of voice acting. I'm kind of glad I don't have to do that for this Let's Play. Let's just say it like that. It's kind of refreshing to have an old school game where your characters are just blank slates, and the story is just very basic. And it's all about exploration. It's like an old school D&D campaign, that's how it feels like, which I really appreciate. I do like me some old school D&D. Miss me with that 5e shit, or whatever the newest edition is called. Give me them deadly dungeon crawls. Alright, and this hole in the ground is the Marsh Cave. The first of many dungeons. One that is a little infamous, it's not too bad. I should probably use some magic against these guys. Or else they might take a long time to kill. Let's see, let's have Jolene cast... I don't want to waste Fyra. Or do I not have... I don't have a level 1 fire spell. Good grief. Can we just beat them like this? I'll probably just take longer, right? Yes, that's fine. They do poison. I am glad I packed so many antidotes. There's a lot of things that can poison in this cave. There we go, I just need a good critical hit from Jonathan. Oh, we're doing fine. This place is not so bad. Undead can be nasty, they can paralyze you. But again, we're sufficiently leveled to deal with them. Oh, this is such a breeze compared to the solo challenge run I attempted. That one was... I was stuck here a while. It's not as bad as the Earth Cave. I'm gonna get PTSD flashbacks when we get to that one. Alright. Get some treasure. Nothing we really need. Oh, thank goodness we got a preemptive strike. That's a lot of enemies. Usually I would use Fyra, but I kind of want to save my spell charges for the boss of this place. Because they can be quite dangerous. Uh-oh. Got them poisoned again. Yeah, I watched Sears, which is another YouTuber. He does like challenge runs and stuff. Challenge run of this game where he wasn't allowed to spend any gil, so he couldn't buy any items. And he played the NES version too, and it's insane, the difficulty. Like, if you get poisoned, the run is pretty much over, and there's so many things that can poison you. Like, I got poisoned like 4 or 5 times already, just on the way here. It's crazy. Highly recommend that. It's a very entertaining watch. And we got more treasure. That's worth it for the guild, I guess. One potion isn't really doing that much. Okay, I think I'm gonna use Fyra here just to show it off. That's really gonna... Apart from healing, this is the most useful application of the Red Mage. It's just dealing multi-target damage. Black Mage would be much better at it, but probably deal more damage. Have more spell charges, but whatever. Black Mage can't do any decent physical damage, unlike Jolene here though. So I think that's a worthwhile trade-off. At least for now. Okay, let's get back. This was just like a little dead end with some treasure. The Grey Ooze. Yeah, again, all of these enemies are just straight up from D&D. Slimes, green slimes, Grey Oozes, even the names. Slime monsters in D&D are not to be fucked with. They're usually pretty dangerous. Like, I think the green slime is the one where if it touches you, any body part it touches also turns into green slime. So it can very easily lead to a character death, or even a total party kill. There's not much you can do about that. And that's what I like about like old school D&D. It's not really designed as much around combat, if you can believe that. People think that it is because it's like, well, it's a dungeon crawler, of course, you're just gonna fight a million goblins, right? But not really. Like, combat is pretty discouraged. It's more about this exploration and creative problem solving and stuff like that. And there's like mechanics like morale and monster reaction rolls that mean that combat can end very quickly because an enemy just rolls bad on their morale and they flee. Which is a rule that is in 5e, but it's like tucked away as an optional rule in the Dungeon Master's Guide, which is so fucking stupid. Like, that's like integral to the pacing of combat, in my opinion. And reaction rolls don't seem to be a thing at all. It's just implied that you fight everything. Like, everything in 5e is designed around the combat, and the combat is just... because everyone gets so many attacks and there's so many abilities, it just takes forever. It's boring. There's so many TTRPGs that do combat way better than 5e, and yet it is like built around it. Which was not the case for a lot of older editions. It's just, I really don't like the playstyle that D&D 5e fosters. And then people try to turn it into like this like story game, which is not really built for either. Because they see Critical Role and think like, oh, we're gonna have like a fun found family adventure story. And it's like, yeah, but in that show they still have like 1 hour, 2 hour and fights sometimes, which is very detrimental to that. Yeah, miss me with 5e. Sorry for the rant, but I really don't like it. I really don't like the play style that's like implied by the rules. And I mean, 5e players are gonna be like, oh, but you can change the rules, you can do whatever you want. But I mean, in that case, I can just play a better game whose rules already align with the playstyle I want, so I don't have to change as much, you know? I can just play an older edition of D&D, or rather a retro clone of an older edition, something like Basic Fantasy RPG, or Iron Falcon, or Swords and Wizardry, because those are like much better in terms of like layout and playability than the actual D&D editions. And that already does what I want to do. Why should I play 5e? Why should I try to transform 5e into something it isn't, when I can just play a good game? Sorry for the rant. I really hate 5e. I hate Wizards of the Coast. I hate the new editions too, and they're like so fucking expensive too. Like, you can get like a nice retro clone like Basic Fantasy for free as a PDF, and for like, I don't know, $10 in print. They're like printed at cost. And it's like one book with a complete game that's there for you right out of the box. And for D&D, you need like multiple books, and they're all like 40 to 60 bucks for modern D&D, rather. I don't know. I don't see the point. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna get angry comments about this. It's just, if you like 5e, more power to you. You are in good company. Most people do. That's like the main draw of 5e is just that it's the easiest game to find players for, because everyone plays it, which makes it obnoxious for people like me who don't like it, because it's harder to find players. I think I'm just gonna run from these. Yeah, sorry, I didn't want this to turn into a D&D rant. Oh no, I don't want to run away. I want to fight them. Oops. Okay, we're actually getting close to the end here. Yeah, check the Bloodbones first, because they can paralyze you pretty easily. They have a lot of HP. yeah. I mean, I don't have any nostalgia for old school D&D. I just got into it with the whole OSR movement. There's like some great creative stuff written from it by people. It's just, you gotta be a little careful. It's like one of those hobbies where there's like, because it's like old school, there's like a lot of like older people that are treating it as like, oh, it's this anti-woke thing. This is like before gaming got woke, and there's just like a lot of right-wing dipshits you gotta be wary of. But there's like a lot of like cool left-leaning queer people who make content for it too, because it's just an appealing playstyle that's like very refreshing in a 5e landscape, you know? So yeah, just gotta be a little wary of that. It's like listening to black metal, just not as bad. It's like there's a lot of good shit, but unfortunately there's a lot of fascists too. It's like the unfortunate thing with stuff that's like old or following like an old design philosophy does attract people who are like, oh, this is like traditional and therefore aligns with my conservative ideologies, which it doesn't necessarily do. Like Chris Gonnerman, the guy who wrote Basic Fantasy and Iron Falcon, which are retro clones of older editions. Like Basic Fantasy is a little more freeform. It's basically Basic Expert edition of D&D, which was the most accessible edition back then. And Iron Falcon is a retro clone of original D&D. He's like, despite being a boomer, he's like a very cool guy. Like, he's like explicitly inclusive. He uses they them in the newest edition and stuff like that. He seems like a cool guy. Okay, what the hell is... oh, that's like... I see. I don't think the copper armlet is good for anyone. Maybe... yeah, I guess I could give that to... is that a trap? Is that another trap? Should I just have Jonathan be naked? Is his evasion gonna be better without armor? I'm just gonna put the copper armlet on him for now. We can always remove it. But we notice his defense falling off. Oh dear. That's a lot. Kill the spiders. Kill the ooze. Oh, nice. Yeah, if you get a critical hit against the green slimes, they're not so bad. Oh, there's a bunch more treasure, but I think there's a lot of rooms here that you can only open with the magic key. So it might... uh-oh. Oh, this is not good. It might behoove us to come back here once we got that, honestly. So I'm just gonna beeline for the boss and then leave, and then we'll check out the other doors next time. Because most of them will be locked, I think. Lots of skeletons. I wonder what demons the crawler is derived of. Maybe like the purple worm? I don't know. Let's check this door. Maybe this is open. It is. Werewolves. But yeah, obviously I didn't start playing D&D in the 70s or 80s. I'm not that old. I'm old, but I'm not that old. I only discovered it with like retro clones, like Basic Fantasy, stuff like that. Oh, that was worth it. It's quite a bit of money. Alright, we are about to have a potentially pretty difficult encounter. So let's heal up accordingly. Now this is just blatant Final Fantasy. This is just Mind Flayer from D&D. That's just that. That's just kind of blatant. It's kind of surprising that they didn't get into trouble with TSR when the game released. Who I think was the publisher of D&D back in the 90s still, before Wizards of the Coast took over. Oh, that's not a lot of damage. Fire did. I think I'd rather have you attack, actually. Or heal Joseph. That would be good. I probably should have used Cura for that one. Ouch, yeah, they... Despite being, like, wizards, essentially, they just attack you physically. They're pretty strong. But we did it! We got the crown! Alright. Very nice, very nice. Okay, do I need to heal? I think I can make it out fine and use a tent, honestly. Uh-oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Oops. I mean, that helps. Yeah, let's use some cure charges, though, to get people up to speed. Alright. More gargoyles. Okay, where do we go from here? Yeah, this place is much more difficult if we had come here at lower levels. Like, those Pisco demons are pretty strong. Actually, I do think they had to change one enemy. I think there was like a Beholder enemy, and they had to rename that and change, maybe even change the design a bit, I don't know. Because Beholder is like a trademark. But you can have like a copy of a Mind Flayer. Plenty of like D&D retro clones do. Kill the Blood Bones. Kill them. Alright. They're even starting to flee from us. What level are we at? 17. That's pretty decent. Yeah, the encounter rate is pretty high in this game. Coming from FF4, it's definitely a noticeable step up. But I guess that's how old school RPGs were back in the day. They had lots of encounters, and they were harder, so that you took longer to finish them, so you get more out of the game. Okay, let's use... do we use a cottage? Yeah, let's use the cottage here. Let's fully heal up. Alright, we did it! It's a little short to stop here though, so we're gonna do some more. This is probably gonna be a shorter episode, but still. I'm still... I'm still a little, not burned out, but exhausted from the episode for Final Fantasy IV I recorded yesterday. The thing is, I recorded the first episode for this Let's Play like way in advance. And then just in the middle of the Final Fantasy IV Let's Play, because I felt like playing it. So this is like months after I recorded episode 1 of this Let's Play, basically. And yesterday I recorded the finale of the Final Fantasy IV Let's Play, which took me 2 hours because Zerumus, the final boss of that game, kicked my ass multiple times. I hope it is entertaining to watch, even though I redo the same boss 4 times. I have to watch the same cutscene 4 times. I didn't edit it out because I wanted people to see that. But yeah, great game. Still had a lot of fun with it. Alright, I hope I saved, yes. Let's give him the crown back. Mwahahaha. You fools fell right into my trap. I am Astos, king of the Dark Elves. Oh no! He is the guy who cursed the Prince of Elfheim. With the combined power of the crown you now hold and the crystal eye I already possess. Oh, he's the one who stole Matoya's crystal eye too. So if we kill him, that's 2 birds with 1 stone, right? I will become the true Elf King. It is useless to resist me. I can take what is mine by sheer force. Alright. We got another boss fight. If you can count the Pisco Demons as a boss fight, really. It's kind of just a strong enemy in a chest. Okay, let's see here. We're gonna cast Haste on Jotaro. Yeah, Astos has a lot of powerful magic, so we gotta be careful. Gotta kill him fast. That is already pretty... not great. Okay, should probably heal. You should probably heal yourself, honestly. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Ouch, okay. It's up to these two. Let's see if we can beat him. There we go. With 2 corpses in tower, that sadly won't get any experience from this fight. Which sucks, but oh well, we can deal with it. Yep. Jonathan and Jolene will lag behind a little bit from now on, unfortunately. But we get the crystal eye, very nice. And Astos is defeated, that's probably also good. Do I have Phoenix Downs? Do I use them? Part of me just wants to luck the corpses back to Elfheim and heal them there. I mean, you can just save here and try that, I guess. It's not that far. I think Revival is definitely cheaper. It does throw me off that you have to, like, go into, like, a separate menu to flee and you can just hold L and R, like in Final Fantasy IV. It does throw me off a bit. Run! Yeah, running away from encounters not as easy as it is in Final Fantasy IV. The thief supposedly makes it easier, but they're doing a pretty bad job. Come on, Joseph. Come on, Joseph. Let us run away, Joseph. There we go. Okay, we're almost there, we're almost there. Just, oh god. Okay, let's just fight these. Joseph might die. That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Oh, I think we're good. I just don't want the gap of experience to be too high between my party members. That's why I was fleeing so much earlier. Alright, there we go. Even got some antidotes out of it. Okay. I think that's, yeah, that's the church. Does it cost money to resurrect people in this game? Oh dear, it does. Okay. It's free in Final Fantasy 2. Yeah, not sure I ever revived people like this But I mean, we have so much gil, it's fine. It's not a problem. Let's rest up here. Let's buy some things too while we're here. Stock up on potions a little bit. Oh, I could get some high potions. We could get some ethers even. I want some more Phoenix Downs, honestly. Echo Cross, I guess it's not that useful for us. Definitely want some gold needles for an upcoming dungeon. Maybe some tents. Definitely want some ethers. The fact that you get ethers in this version of the game is insane. Like, that is not something that was in the original at all, I think. This version is so much easier. Like, I think you only had potions and antidotes and softs. I don't know if there were ethers. I don't think there were. If you run out of spell charges in a dungeon, tough shit. Alright. Before we finish up though, let's give Matoya her crystal eye back. Shall we? That just seems like the nice thing to do. Alright, let's try Fundara. Should destroy all of them easily. Yes. Oh, it's so satisfying to see all of these enemy sprites evaporate. I do love black magic. I'm glad I don't have to, I'm glad I still get to use it with Jeline, even though we don't have a black mage. Not having a black mage probably hurts me the most, even more than not having a white mage, because I just love the little guys. I love white mages too, but... Okay, no reason to heal up here, I don't think. Like, all of these enemies are beneath us now at this point. Should get through here pretty easily. I just want to finish up this quest line before we stop. Yeah, a lot of Final Fantasy 1's story is told through like these little fetch quests. So, oh, the prince is sick, he needs like a potion. And then we go to the king and he wants a crown. And she wants a crystal eye. Oh, what's this? Me crystal eye? Give it here. Don't worry, I have something to give you in exchange. Take this potion. It's the most amazing potion in my entire collection. We got the Joel tonic. Ah, I can see again. You're still here? I don't need you anymore, so be on your way. Oh, you're not as attractive as I thought you'd be. Thanks, Matoya. Really appreciate it. Yeah, you get to give the king the crown and defeat him because he's Astos, and you get the crystal eye, and you gotta give that to Matoya, and she gives you the tonic to wake up the prince. It's like this chain of fetch quests. Well, we could have parked the ship here, it would have been way easier. Oh well. At least that gives us an excuse to check, but actually I can just heal up at Elfheim. It's more expensive, but I'll probably have to use another Pandara on the way there. Anyway. But yeah, sometimes simple things are nice. Sometimes simple stories are appealing. Don't get me wrong, I love my Final Fantasy VII, I love my Final Fantasy IX, those are like my two favorites probably. They have way more involved plots than these old games. But sometimes you just, I don't know, Just want to have a chill time and explore without having tons of dialogue and stuff. There's a certain appeal to these old RPGs. Okay, let's heal up at the inn. Let's see here. Joestar family's all freshened up again. Let's wake up the prince. Where is the prince? Maybe I have to talk to you. This Joel tonic. Maybe just what we need to break the curse and awaken the prince. I will try it at once. Your Highness! Your Highness! It worked! I was having a terrible nightmare. Am I still dreaming? You're the legendary warriors. Something tells me I'm not dreaming. I shall heed the legend that was told to me and my forefathers. The time for me to pass on the mystic key to its rightful owners has come at last. And we got the mystic key! Alright. That's what all this was for. I am awake and strong again, all because of you. Thank you, Warriors of Light. Thanks to you, the prince has finally awoken. You have my undying gratitude. You've brought peace back to Alfheim. Aww. It does feel nice to help people. It has to be said, even if it's like simple stories, it's so nice to just help people out, you know? Alright, we got the Mystic Key. That gives us access to all the magically sealed doors we've encountered thus far. So, for the next episode, we've got a lot of backtracking to do. There have been locked doors at Castle Cornelia, there have been ones in the Shrine of Chaos, and there have been ones in the Marsh Cave, which we'll probably check out first. There may be other ones I've forgotten about, but those are the big ones. So that's what we're gonna do next time. Thank you all very much for watching. I'm Dizzy, and I'll be seeing ya. Bye bye.